What's up, friends? Hope you're doing well. Today we'll have another look into the Dogecoin price chart as we are currently sitting in the major support zone right here. And right now there is the question, okay, is this already it? Is the consolidation / correction over, or are we seeing another drop right here? And I would say let's have a look into this, and to judge this and to give you some more perspective on this, we also have to take a look into the Bitcoin price chart, because Bitcoin is leading the way, and there is a level that I'm talking about over and over again, and that is this one right here, the 112k level. And I'm always saying if Bitcoin is above the 112k level, this is in general bullish for the market, for altcoins. If Bitcoin is below this level, then of course the opposite is true. And as you can see right now, we are basically battling with this level at the moment. We already were at 114k today, but the important part is, where are we closing? And right now we are slightly above this. The daily candle is still about 6 hours left to go. A lot can happen in this time. And also I want to tell you this, that in case we are closing slightly above the 112k level, or also in general, if we are closing today above the 112k level, that doesn't mean that right now I will go back into the bullish stage because we have the daily candle close above the 112k level, because we have seen it in the past. For example, like right here, where we have fallen below the 112k level, then we got back up, have the daily candle close above it, and then all the way back to the downside, making a new low. Here you can also see we are struggling to get above this level. So that is why, even if we have the daily candle close above the 112k level, I'm still being cautious. I want to see some more confirmation. I want to see some further strengths. In the best case, we are going back above this high right here and directly breaking the next resistance at 115.8k. That would be a bullish sign where I would say, okay, right now we can consider switching back into the bullish mode. Until then, I'm still being cautious, even if we had a nice bounce today. I mean, right now we don't know where this will end up, but it was a nice bounce so far. And the same is true for Dogecoin. We have made a new low right here, and right now we are back into the major support zone. But here it is pretty much the same as for Bitcoin. And I think that Dogecoin in this stage will behave like Bitcoin. So if we are continuing to move up, and if Bitcoin is managing to get back above the 112k level and also break the 115.8k level, Dogecoin very likely will also break this high and will leave this support zone. In the best case, we are seeing a retest and then some follow through. So that is something that we want to see, but I think that it's very likely that we will only see this if we are seeing something similar in Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, the levels are, as I mentioned, 112k level and 115.8k level. So these are the levels that I'm currently watching out for. And that is why I'm saying that right now, even if the move is nice and even if the market is bouncing, it's not the time to completely ignore all the warning signs, because we are still not in the clear. And you may remember it, maybe you not have seen it, but when we had this massive drop, I said that the most likely scenario is that we are having some sort of consolidation that is taking at least 2 to 3 weeks, potentially even some months. And this drop was 11 days ago. So that means if we are moving higher from here, this would be a very fast consolidation. Therefore, we still have a high likelihood that we are seeing another move to the downside, some more sideways action before we are then making the next move to the upside. So that is something that I still want to address right here, so that we do not forget this, that it still would be early if we would right now make the move, and that potentially we will see another move to the downside, potentially even another lower low, potentially maybe to the next support level right here, and only then we are ready to move to the upside. So that is why I'm still being cautious. I'm watching Bitcoin, you know exactly the levels that I'm watching, and in case there should be any changes, you know that I will upload a new video, so make sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss this. Also feel free to let me know what is your opinion on Dogecoin and also the general market. Just write it down in the comments. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.